is up, my friends? I am Tiana Nicole, and I wanted to do this video blog today because I really wanted to talk about something that is really important to me, and as an entrepreneur, it actually takes precedence above, I would say, all else as a renegade entrepreneur, and that is the law of attraction. Now, I am not the kind of person that really wholeheartedly believed in The Secret because I really saw it from a different, I guess, perspective. And the perspective of that, hey, if you think about something, it's going to magically appear. And so I knew that that really wasn't the situation. And over the past, I would say, couple of years, I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of inner discovery, on what is the actual law of attraction. And as an entrepreneur, getting to where you want to go, that is one of the biggest things that you would want to practice or you'd want to really understand and know about. And for me, I'll take you back to the way I was raised. I was raised in a very great home, and I know for a fact that you learn two things from the people that raise you, that is religion and finances. And I learned both from my parents. Now, the religion part of it was great. I was really in church, just like any kid would be, Sunday schools, we went camping, went all the great places that, you go when you're in a really great community. And that's what I experienced. So as I got older and became a renegade entrepreneur, I started reading books on the discovery of yourself. And there was a lot of, I would say, internal non-responsiveness. I wasn't responding well to what I was reading with books like The Law of Attraction or watching the movie The Secret. I wasn't really receiving what the message was. And the reason why was because of my upbringing, because I was taught something completely different. So I had to shift my belief system, not my belief that I believe in where I come from and who created me, but the belief that you are the creator of your circumstances. You are the creator of you are the one who can become an attraction magnet, thoughts or things. So I started to align what I learned going to church and what I learned going through this journey of discovering more about myself, right? Because I'm an open Christian, meaning that I believe in who created me. I believe that is important. I believe that the big man upstairs blessed me with many talents and gifts, but I'm also a very open Christian, where I'm not in a box when it comes to receiving other things that can enhance the quality of my life and my soul. And so the reason why I want to do this video is because as a renegade entrepreneur, you really got to understand the law of attraction. And it's not just about, hey, there's an elephant in the room and oh my God, it's right there. That's not really what the law of attraction is about. So as I was studying all the people who came before me who are really successful, online and offline marketing, and I started to listen to their philosophies, and I started to really dive into the person that I am, the inner knowing that I am this person, and me playing a small role does not serve this world. And then aligning what I know from a I guess childhood standpoint, growing up with the great church and the great Bible, and it started to align for me. And so I was speaking to one of my really great friends, and he is the ghetto nerd. He is awesome. He calls himself the ghetto geek, but he is one of the best people that I have in my inner circle when it comes to driving massive amounts of traffic and getting all these amazing leads of great quality pre-qualified into my business. So him and I were talking, and we were discussing the law of attraction. And what is it exactly? Because he didn't really understand it, and I had some challenges in the very beginning early on. And as this journey has gotten to this point, it's now kind of come clear to me. So I wanted to do this message to see if, you don't understand something until you can explain it to someone else so that they can understand it. So if you're sitting back and you're wondering, because this is really big, if you're sitting back and you're wondering what makes the difference between those who achieve success and practice the philosophies of law of attraction and those who are sitting here wishing, hoping, and thinking about what they want, but it's not happening, there is a distinct difference. Number one, you have to have your emotions back what you really want and believe. So if you really want something, then you're really going to believe it. And you're really going to believe it because it's going to make you cry because you want it so bad. It's like having a huge why. They say if your why doesn't make you cry, then you need to reevaluate your why. So that belief system about what you really want is really important when it comes to the law of attraction. Now, what do I mean by that? I'll just break it down really quickly. There's a lot of people in this world that say they want to make X amount of dollars or say they want to do X amount of things of their lives, but they're really lying to themselves. And the truth is that they're completely satisfied with what they already have. So if that's the case, then what you are wanting isn't really going to manifest because you're already content, you're satisfied, you want no more, you think you do because someone else has more, but you really don't. And that's totally okay. And I'm going to drink my coffee throughout this process, guys. So just bear with me. So with law of attraction, what I do every single morning is I'm very fortunate, obviously, to be able to have some flexibility with my schedule. And so I get up and I work out. And after I work out, I live in a really great community where there's a beautiful lake. And there's, fish in it. And you can go fishing if you want to. And there's a waterfall. It's just really peaceful and really, really, really great. So every time I work out, when I get done working out, I actually go to the lake and I sit and I meditate. And this is where everything really came clear to me about the law of attraction. I meditate on being in the present moment. I meditate on affirming what exactly I am. So I'm an attraction magnet. I am attracting nothing but prosperity financially, spiritually into my existence, into my life, into my vortex. I actually speak into existence and I visualize, obviously, because visualization is important. So I visualize and I speak into existence what my world is. What is in my vortex? What is actually in my world? What I expect to manifest, what I believe will manifest, I put my vision behind it, and I really take control of that. But here's where things really got clear for me and interesting. I was on the treadmill, and I was listening to Brian Tracy, Law of Attraction. It was on YouTube, and he stated so clearly, he said, have you ever felt like you were in a fog? Now, I say the word fog loosely because that's been used all over the news and TV right now with Jodi Arias' trial. She was in a fog. So I use that term really loosely. But what he did state about the fog. But the fog for him he was referring to the fact that how many times, and this has happened to me, how many times have you driven from A to B, right? Gone from where you're at to a different location, and you get to your location and you're like thinking in your mind, like, what? I don't even remember that drive. I've done that so many times where I don't remember the drive. Or you're talking to someone and they've told you something important, but yet you don't even remember that exact conversation. See, what ends up happening, and this is where things became clear, like I said, thank God for Brian Tracy, it became clear because what he said was that is when we as human beings, we are so caught up in thinking about yesterday's histories, thinking about tomorrow's mysteries, and thinking about what problems that we have in the present that we never truly sit back and take control of our thoughts because we are in that present moment. So breaking it down a little bit further, for me, this is what I've been doing to practice that, and literally my business has exploded in ways that I knew it was going to explode, but I really had to take control of this and take responsibility for my own thoughts and for myself, right? I'm not a victim, I'm not a reactor, I'm a responder. I control what's in my mind. And so what I do when I meditate every morning is I'm just in that moment. I'm just a living being. I'm a spiritual person having a human experience. And every bird, everything that is around me in that surrounding area, I actually am in the present moment where I'm looking, I see that bird, I see that bee, I'm thinking of my thoughts, I'm controlling what's in my vortex, I'm really thinking about confirming, affirming, all those things, but I'm in the present moment. I'm not thinking about what I have to do tomorrow. I'm not thinking about what I have to do when I get home. I'm not thinking about what happened yesterday. I'm just in the state of being. That's where I'm at. And therefore, when you're in that state of just the present moment of existing, the present moment of thinking, you're then able to control what you tell yourself, what you think about, what you manifest. And the best way that I can say that has enhanced my business was because I practice this every single day, and I'm aware of it now. I'm aware that if my mind goes to a distant place where I'm thinking about something else that has nothing to do with the present moment, I'm aware of it. So I get my thoughts back into the present being, present moment, and I start affirming, confirming exactly who I am and what is in my vortex, what is in my world.